The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Demon Deacons will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Kelly. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Delaware's offense will get first crack at it here. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. And the Blue Hens line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake!
And you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Sweet cut there. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Motion from the back. Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive line when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind outside, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The give. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's a hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Offense in a split backfield. Gets the back moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Slams into the pile. He'll get run to the 17. It'll be third and long. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Grabs it in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Claiborne. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hernandez. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. Brown will throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Wake! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They go to the wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. The Blue Hens are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Look out, he's got room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Claiborne. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning on the Jets. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. He'll pull it on the read. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Coastal Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll run it from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over first and 10. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mays. They finally make the stop, and that's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
And the Blue Hens will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quickly complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Got it behind the line. It's Hernandez. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it himself. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Right on the money. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the big fella to the corner. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. On the run, it's simple. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking downfield on first down. He's in open space downfield. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to go up top on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. One final play before the end of the quarter. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. His drive will open from the 15. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. He's got the back in the middle. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quick out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Blue Hens line it up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Oh, better look out. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible there.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.